Today's topic, the NBA Summer League. Welcome back to Hustle Hoops. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you can be gang up in this thing. Okay guys, NBA Summer League has gotten started and it is grinding away. A lot of hoops going on right now, especially when the Las Vegas Summer League kicked off a couple days ago. We've already had the California Summer League and the Utah Summer League. The Memphis Grizzlies did participate in the Utah Summer League, and if you're a Memphis Grizzlies fan, I know you've heard already about our #1 draft pick exploding onto the scene in the Utah Summer League with a crazy 8 3-pointer performance in his first game, 29 points. Since then, he's kind of chilled out on hunting for 3-pointers. I think he just gave you a little sneak peek of what it could be like. And if you can see the highlights on the screen, you can see he gave a little sneak peek of what it could be like with the 3-pointers. And since then, he's been concentrating on going inside, taking people off the dribble, and protecting the rim, which are the things that he needs to work on in Summer League. He's already got the shot down. The shot's still butter, still wet as hell. I don't think anybody's going to care about the form at anytime soon, because it keeps going in, and it's going in at a hell of a rate, even when he stretched it out to three-point land, to NBA three-point range, which is what I was most worried about with his shot and his shot form, was would it translate to NBA three-point land. And hey, it looks like the analytics were correct when people were saying that he was hitting his NBA distance three-pointers in college at the same clip he was hitting the college three-pointers. So hey, everything's translated. But even though the shot translated, the shot blocking has translated, somehow Jaren Jackson has managed to look even better than I could have ever hoped for. If you know, I was high on Luka Doncic, who wasn't available to us. I did like Trae Young, loved Wendell Carter, who had a great game in his first game with the Bulls. And then it was Jaren Jackson. Also, really liked Kevin Knox late. He was one of those trade down targets along with Wendell Carter, and it looks like that would have been either one of those would have been a great move for the Grizzlies if we were able to trade down and get either Wendell Carter or Kevin Knox. Those are the only two players that I wanted if we traded down and picked up more assets. And it looks like both of them are going to have real good NBA careers from what they look like in their NBA debut. I mean, I know people want to say it's Summer League, it's one game, blah, blah, blah. But when you actually watch the games, some players pop off the screen to you as doing things that will translate into a regular season NBA game, that will translate into the NBA playoffs and things of that nature. Wendell Carter did that. Kid, I gotta remember this kid's name. That kid from San Antonio that cooked the hell out of the Grizzlies. He did that. He looks like he is going to be a future All-Star. I don't know how he did it. I don't know where he came from. His story is crazy, that he was barely even recruited out of high school and went to a Division II school and all this mess. But that kid, I gotta know his name. Okay, his name is Derek White. I had to look that up because kid had it's not just that he had a crazy game. A lot of people have crazy games in the Summer League. A lot of people do a lot of things, have big games. Jaren Jackson had a big game. Wendell Carter had a big game. But Derek White has had, if you just look at what he's doing on the court, I would implore you to YouTube him, look up what he was doing for the Spurs Summer League, and you can see that stuff is going to translate to the NBA big time. And I think the guy has a chance to be a future All-Star down the line, probably about 3 or 4 years. It's going to be it's a hell of a combo guard. He can do stuff off the dribble, do stuff off the ball, on the ball. Great kid. So Derek White, another Spurs steal. But we're here to talk about the Grizzlies and Jaren Jackson Jr. and the rest of the summer league. Now, the thing that I really liked about Jaren Jackson Jr. is his budding ability to take people off the dribble, not just in closeouts either. I mean, he attacks closeouts real well off the dribble. He even hit a sidestep 3 in his first game, which is crazy. But yeah, that attacking off the dribble, he is not strong enough right now to really finish with contact, because he gets knocked off balance a lot with contact. Kind of weak as far as strength goes, but he plays strong. So as he gets in the weight room, puts on more muscle, gets rid of a little bit of that baby fat, and starts to get that man meat on him, he is going to really give people problems. And his length is crazy. He got one dunk last night where Mouse was on him, tried to foul him and hold him down, and he just kind of just reached up with that one left hand and dunked it on him anyway, while the guy was holding on to him. Crazy. So when he gets his strength together, he's going to be a real problem to deal with. And the thing that I really like about him is after that first game with 8 threes, he didn't start becoming somebody who, I don't know if this is a coaching. I hope it is the coaching. I hope the Grizzlies development staff, because the Grizzlies really work their coaching staff to concentrate on player development, because quiet as kept, we're going into a rebuild right now. And they kind of have him going more on the inside, posting up, taking guys off the dribble, setting a lot of picks. It's not a lot of that pick and pop either. He's going pick and roll. After the first game, he's doing more pick and rolling than he is pick and pop. I think that pick and pop is going to be crazy when he has Mike Conley, who can get to the hole against anyone. I hope Mike Conley's healthy. But when he's playing with NBA level ball handlers and passers, he is going to be even more dangerous, because he has a lot. He does a lot of good cutting off the ball, a lot of good screening. I mean, his game is a lot more advanced than what I remember seeing on tape with Michigan State. And I watched almost every game he played at Michigan State that's available. And his game was just a lot stronger. Even from the Utah Summer League to the Las Vegas, his game, he's just a lot more confident as a player. You can see it on the court. You can see it defensively. And then the only thing that he does, he has a little bit of problem with defending in the post, some defensive recognition things. But as far as just being a smart defender, if you look at NBA Twitter, you can see it all. They say that the people that are at the game, and I really wish I could have got out to Vegas. I had planned on it, but plans got canceled. But if you look at the NBA Twitter and people who are at the game, they're saying that he is calling out the defense for the Summer League team, really barking at people, really calling out defenses, recognizing things that are happening from the offensive side. It's really exciting stuff. So, today is Sunday, July 8th. Tonight we have Jaren Jackson versus Mo Bamba. Should be very, very good. Hopefully Deontay Davis can show up, because Bamba has the kid with him. I don't know, the long, lanky kid that's real good, taking people off the dribble. So he should be a challenge for Jaren Jackson, because I believe that's who he's going to defend. Deontay Davis should be on Bamba. So should be a nice little challenge for Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight. I'm going to tell you like this, man. This draft class was supposed to be very strong. And if NBA Summer League is any indication, this draft class looks like it's going to be a pretty special draft class, especially with the bigs. Even have some good guards deep in the draft. I mean, you got guys really playing well. Some guys are struggling, and we haven't even seen the debut of Luka Doncic yet. Hopefully he'll get at least a game or two in the Summer League, and we can evaluate him against NBA size and length and athleticism. I think, judging by how everybody else is doing, I think he's going to probably do well. Man, I'm just watching these highlights of Jaren Jackson Jr. and that nice entry pass he did, high-low entry pass he did to Ivan Rabb. Crazy, man. The guy's skill level is off the chart, and he plays freaking hard. He is diving all over the place for loose balls, going to get chase down blocks, everything. So playing hard, athletic, skilled, can shoot. I don't know what you want. And a good attitude, good family. Crazy things. He's sitting there talking to Dikembe Mutombo, and then they just dropped the blurb that Dikembe Mutombo was his father's roommate in college. So, you know, these are the things, man. It's just he's almost a total package. I hope nothing goes wrong with this, because he looks like he has the potential to be in the MB class. It's one of the top 5 to 10 players in the NBA, not just a good defensive NBA big, which is what I thought he was going to be, with some, you know, people thought he was going to be a good defensive big with some 3-point shooting, but he looks like a true unicorn type guy. It's just going to be, it's very, very exciting in Grizzly land right now. All Grizzly fans, no matter what side you were on during the draft process, everybody has to be excited about the debut and the start of Jaren Jackson Jr.'s NBA career. Really looking forward to seeing this develop. Looking forward to seeing some more games during the Summer League. Can't wait to watch tonight versus Orlando. It's going to be special. Now on to our second pick, Jevon Carter. Jevon Carter's defense has been just as expected. Real good defensively. Offense leaves a lot to be desired. Passing has been okay, but you can see, and this is one of the reasons why I was kind of iffy with them taking him. You can see that his size is going to be a problem, because quiet as kept, he's about the same size as Trae Young. He's not too much different in size as Trae Young, size, length, all that. So although he presses the ball, that 94 feet pressure of the ball, it's not going to really bother the bigger, stronger guards in the NBA, guys like John Wall, Russell Westbrook, and things like that. That pressure's not going to, because he's going to be bouncing off of those guys. Those guys are big, strong dudes, so he's going to bounce off those guys. It's going to be an annoyance, but it's not going to be a deterrence, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope he develops right, but it's some guys that I wanted, like Kyrie Smith, that he's got a lot more size on him. His shot is a little bit better, a little bit more physical, way longer. So I think he's 6'3" with almost a 7-foot wingspan. So he's a guy that I would have preferred him. And I think the guy Orlando took that we're going to see tonight, the wing that Orlando took, that's the guy I really wanted. If we really wanted to get down to the grit and grind, need a defensive wing like that. So yeah, Jevon Carter, he looks like he's going to be the prototypical backup point guard. I don't know how much he's going to contribute. You know, as a rookie, he looked better in the Utah Summer League. So his first game in the Las Vegas Summer League, he didn't really look too good. He was really shot jacking and stuff like that. That's not his game. He needs to really move the ball and defend and just try to hit open spot up threes and stop trying to really look for his shot. The other guys, Kobe Simmons looks real promising as a future scoring guard. He looks like a perfect third guard off the bench that can provide offense. If you want to give it some perspective, a Lou Will type. He looks like he can be that type of guard. Kind of small, but you know, Lou Williams is smaller than him, so he is very, very fast with the ball. His shot is coming around. He can get to the hole off the dribble, can create separation a little bit. Very, very, very promising prospect. Might have another year on a two-way contract before he gets up. I can see them bringing him, being on a two-way contract, and next year, I don't know how it works with the two-way contracts as far as, do you get early bird rights after two years of a two-way contract, or do you still have rights, or they're restricted free agent? I don't know how it works. I need to look that up and get back to you guys on that. But I think he's going to spend most of the year in South Haven with the hustle, and you know, until we get some roster things sorted out. We still have Marshawn Brooks, signed Kyle Anderson to an offer sheet. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And we got a lot of little guards running around. especially another guy, the Husky, Summer Seldon. Wayne Seldon is a summer league killer. He's kind of a walking mismatch, and you really saw it in Utah where he was physically imposing to almost anybody that they put on him. But when you come to Vegas and you got all 30 teams there, and teams have more improved rosters, you can kind of see that when the size and athleticism and the physicality kind of starts to even out with him, his game kind of slides down. So I'm not really big on Wayne Seldon as far as an NBA prospect. I think he really needs to concentrate on being a Tony Allen with a three-point shot. Really needs to get after it defensively. But I think he kind of fancies himself as a scorer, a future 20-point per game scorer in the NBA, and I don't think that's his niche in the NBA. Doesn't create separation at all off the dribble, but his jump shot is his spot-up shot is really good. His pull-up jumper is pretty good. So I think he has a real shot if he could just concentrate on being a 3-and-D guy, defending real hard, using that physicality and strength on defense instead of offense. Because on defense, it'll translate every night. On offense, it's just not translating, especially when you run up against guys that are bigger and stronger than you. It's just not going to translate for him. So, yeah, like I said, man, really excited for the Summer League. Jaren Jackson Jr. has been a welcome surprise, a lot better than I thought initially. The guys who had him as the best player in the draft, second best player in the draft, it was either him or Luka Doncic. Man, y'all nailed that joint. Really good skill evaluation on him. Y'all know I had Wendell Carter as the best big in this draft, and man, it looks like it's gonna be close between those two. It's a long career. Hopefully we get to see 10 to 15 years of these guys battling it out, and 15 years from now we can sit down and we can discuss who was actually the best, who actually had the best career, you know, between the two, or between all these big guys that are in this draft. This is like the quarterback draft of '83. This is the big man draft of 2018, and a lot of people are going to be, it's going to reshape a lot of franchises, this draft, I think, as far as what direction they go, because, you know, Aiden started out with a 21-11, I think, last night in his second game with Phoenix versus Marvin Bagley and the Sacramento Kings. Man, and all the fears I had about Marvin Bagley seem to be coming true, about his ability, that being so left-hand dependent and things like that. It's kind of coming true. So, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I think we got a few more hours before the Spurs have to make a decision on Kyle Anderson. The Kyle Anderson decision, as far as, you know, are they going to match the offer sheet the Grizz gave to him, 4 years, 30? And I really don't believe it's $37 million. I believe it's going to end up probably 4 years, $33 million. And the only reason I say that because I still think they saved some money out to sign Jevon Carter to a long-term deal. I still think they did that, and I think it's just being misreported as the full MLE when it's probably the full MLE they had available. But we'll see. We'll see when Jevon Carter signs and when the numbers actually come in. What's going on? And supposedly, if the Spurs match, the Grizz will be signing David Nwaba, the Chicago Bulls restricted free agent, to an offer sheet. And I mean, things are getting interesting. It's a good summer for the Grizzly fans, man. Everybody who's against tanking, 2 middle fingers up to you guys. We knew what we were talking about. You tank. This league is about top level talent, not making the playoffs and the 8th seed every year. Get you some top level talent and add to it, and then we'll see where we go from there. Peace.